Have you ever wondered what would happen if you left everyday objects in jars for an entire week? Are they going to rot? Are they going to dissolve? Or will they become something weird and unrecognizable? Well, today we're going to put that to the test. All right, so here's the game plan. We have ourselves 4 mason jars here. We're going to be putting one solid and one liquid into each of them. We're going to seal the jars, label them with masking tape, and then I'll put them down in the garage for a week, and we'll check back in after that week and see how things look. First up, we have egg, which is going to be submerged in vinegar. Now, I've heard that if you mix eggs with vinegar for a week, it'll turn them like a bouncy ball. So I'm actually pretty excited to see if that's actually true. All right, so let's go ahead and open the jar up and put the egg and vinegar inside. I'll stir it here. Nice. Well, carefully put the egg inside so we don't break it. Eesh. Easier said than done. There we go. 1 and 2. Oh gosh, please don't break. So I can get that down on the bottom there so it doesn't fall when I tip it up right. Okay, I think we got it. Oh, man, I hope they didn't break. Okay, and now we'll add our vinegar here. All right, here we go. Okay, now we'll seal it back up. Ooh, oh, man, that vinegar is strong. Wow. Guess that means it's sealed. All right. So there's your eggs and vinegar. All right, next up, we're going to be putting these delicious gummy bears mixed in with salt water. My prediction is that they might partially dissolve, but I could be wrong. I actually have no idea what's going to happen. So it'll be interesting to see. Let's add them to the jar. So open the jar up as usual. And now let's pour our salt water here into the jar. Actually, let's do the gum sprays first. Should open these beforehand. Okay, so let's get let's see. We got ourselves here about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to put these 6 gummy bears in there. Drop them in. And now we'll add our salt water. It should be fine. I don't think I'll need that second glass. Let's just go ahead and pour it in anyways. All right. So there we go. Put those off to the side. Then let's seal the jar up. All right. So there's our gummy bears mixed with salt water. Next up, we're going to be putting marshmallows and mix them with Coke. This one, I don't know what's going to happen. If I had to take a guess, they won't dissolve. They'll probably just, float in there for a week, and, they'll be maybe kind of darker colored because of the Coke, but I don't think they're going to dissolve. But we'll see. Let's go ahead and open the jars, put the marshmallows in, and add the Coke. Right. Ooh, wow. Okay, get ourselves some marshmallows out here. Go away. So we'll get, let's see, what should be a good, let's get 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, just add them in the jar. And now, I love that noise. Add our Coke. This almost reminds me of a root beer float. Here we go. Let's go ahead and just fill it up more. Already I can see the marshmallows starting to stain the color of the Coke. So that's pretty interesting. So let's seal it up. Oops. Didn't quite get that on there right. There we go. Okay. And there's our marshmallow and Coke. Now for our last jar, we're going to be putting teeth and Coke. Now, obviously, I'm not going to be using my own teeth. I did go on Amazon and I bought some shark teeth. Now, my prediction with these teeth is that the acidity in the soda is going to cause cavities in the teeth. Also, because of the color of the Coke, they'll probably get stained a similar color to the Coke. All right, so let's go ahead and add our teeth to the Coke. Here's one of the teeth, by the way. Here's what they look like. I hope it can see okay. Okay, and so let's go ahead and open our jar. And we'll just pour our teeth into the jar here. I believe they broke. Good. Now, the trusty Coke. Okay, we're getting off. We'll just seal it up here. All right, and there's our shark teeth and Coke. So now we're just going to go ahead and label the jars with masking tape and my Sharpie here. We're all set. Our jars are labeled and sealed. The last thing I have to do is I'll go put them down in the garage and we'll check back in a week. So see you in a week. And here are the jars in the garage. Here we are. It's a week later. It's time to crack these jars open and see what we got. All right, so here's the game plan. I'm not going to open these eggs yet because they look really interesting, kind of weird. So I'm going to save those for last, just in case they stink. So we'll start over here with the Coke, and then we'll work our way to the eggs. So first up, marshmallows and Coke. So let's do ourselves a visual test. Ooh, did you hear that hiss? Let's tape off there. Right. Okay. Let's see. The marshmallows they look really like gelatinous. And they don't smell. It just smells like marshmallow and Coke. So that's good. I was a little worried it might smell bad, but it smells okay. So let me go ahead and set up the camera for the overhead shot and we'll take a closer look at them. So let's pop on our gloves here. All right, so here's our marshmallows and Coke. I think you'll be able to see here, the marshmallows are pretty gelatinous looking. Kind of a wibbly and wobbly in there. Let's pour them up. All right. Oh, wow. That's interesting. So on the backside here, it's almost like they were kind of like cooked in a fire, like making s'mores a little bit. Kind of looks a little bit like the eggs, to be honest. Ugh. Okay. So let's see how they feel. Oh, wow. they're like just about dissolved. Actually, is this going to break apart? Huh. Yeah. They're partially dissolved. That's interesting. Yeah. Huh. That's crazy. That's really interesting. Not much feeling to it either, actually. Just my finger just kind of goes right through it. I can hardly even tell that they're there. All right, interesting. Next up, teeth and Coke, which would be this guy. So let's take the label off again, this time before I open it. And let's crack it open. Ooh. There's that hiss again. All right, lid out. Teeth are at the way at the bottom. I can't see until I pour them out. So not much to talk about here. Let's take a quick sniff test, see if anything smells foul or wrong. Interesting. I wasn't expecting that. It has a smell of Coke, but it has like a almost like a vinegar smell to it. Interesting. Like it almost smells like chemically. I wonder if the teeth were coated some kind of chemical on that, dissolved into the Coke. Well, let's find out. We got our Coke with the teeth in there. Still can't see it in there, so we'll just pour it out. See how it looks. Over there. Well, they didn't dissolve. Come on, you. Get out of there. Okay, here they are sitting on the bottom. They still feel solid. Yeah, still feels like teeth. I don't see any difference. Do they look cleaner by any chance? They do look like they're cleaner. Not whiter, but seems like they got rid of any kind of dirt or grime that may have been on them. They almost look like they're polished. Yeah, cool. So yeah, it didn't do a whole lot otherwise to the teeth. Interesting. Oh, I got a hole in my glove? I hope not. That was your teeth and Coke. All right, next up is our gummy bears and salt water. Visually looking at them, they look swelled up. I'm actually surprised. Like, honestly, I thought they were going to be, the salt was going to cause them to shrivel up, but it actually looks like the opposite happened. That's interesting. Well, let's open it up. All right, we need to get a hiss this time. No hiss. Probably a good thing, actually. Nothing looks weird in there. Not much of a smell, just a very hint of the gummy bear fruitiness smell. So, but otherwise, yeah, no odor, nothing foul. So, thankfully. Okay, let's take a look at the gummy bears here. So you can see, hopefully you can see there that they are expanded quite a bit, actually. They probably look, twice the size of a normal gummy bear. I wish I had one for comparison, but I may or may not have eaten the rest of the bag. So let's pour it out here. Okay. All right. Oh, this one broke right away. This must be really, these are really so. Oh, wow. Yeah, they're kind of almost like the marshmallows. They're very soft, not quite as soft as the marshmallows, but they fall apart really easily when you touch them. Definitely, this salt water was dissolving them. They feel firmer in the middle, but the extremities are really, really soft. Oh, interesting. Pretty cool. That's gummy bears and salt water. That was really interesting. All right, and last but not least, the one I'm dreading the most, quite honestly, is the eggs and vinegar. So just looking at it here, you see they kind of like swelled up quite a bit, and there's this weird kind of like brownish gelatinous stuff at the surface. It's pretty interesting. It looks like the first glance, maybe the shells dissolved or they're, like really thin. Look like they're not like the normal thickness anymore. So I don't know. Let's open it up. I hope this doesn't stink. I mean, I know it's probably going to smell like vinegar, but hopefully the eggs don't smell bad. All right, here we go. Oh man, there's a hiss to it. Oh boy. Oh no. I'm scared. Put this down. All right. Okay. Looks like it's like a eggs from like sci-fi movie, like an alien laying the eggs. Really wild looking. Moment of truth. What's it gonna smell like? Oh, oh man. God. Oh man. Oh, see, I'm gonna have to do it again. I can't even begin to describe it. Oh God. It's like the smell of corruption. You know, if you ever smell like anything like rotting that's old, not like, immediately rotting, but it's been, rotting for a long, long time and it's kind of like starting to fade away. That's kind of what this smells like. I I about to throw up. Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah, we're going ahead and check them out. All right, here comes the eggs. See what I mean there? About that kind of brownish gelatinous stuff at the top. Looks like eggs from like an alien movie. Yeah, pretty nasty looking. All right. Let's see. What happens if I just touch it in there? Oh, the shell feels squishy. Like it doesn't feel dissolved like the gummy bears or the marshmallows, but they do feel pretty soft. Kind of a little bouncy too. Interesting. Now these ones supposedly should bounce, from what I read online. So we'll see. We'll see though. Obviously, I'm not going to bounce it in this pan here. That'd be a terrible idea. Let's do the bounce test. See what happens. Oh man. It almost feels like one of those stress balls, but I don't want to squeeze it too hard. I do not want this to explode on me, by the way. I might try it with that one. Not get it on me, but I might try and see if it explodes. All right. This is going to be bouncy. Oh, wow. Neat. Oh, it does bounce. That's cool. Okay. How high can we get this? Let's see if I can. Hopefully, don't go towards me. Oh, Jesus. Oh, man. I don't think it got me. It's close. It drops all over the floor, but I think I got spared. Oh, man. Oh, oh Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah, that's foul. Okay. Well, let's just crack this one open here. I just want to see what's going to happen. Oh, God. Don't get me. I don't know how the best way to do this. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Look at this shell. Oh, my gosh. It looks like a piece of wet paper. That's so interesting. It's not hard at all. The yolk looks normal, though. Oh, actually, it feels really squishy. Usually when you touch a yolk, it's going to fall apart. This is keeping its shape really well, and it's actually got to put some force when you push on it. Yeah, same with that one too. Wow. And even like the egg white here, it's keeping its shape pretty well too. I can move it around here like this, and it's not, going all over the place. Huh. I wonder why that is. All right. Well, that was a mess. As I'm looking at myself, I actually did get some on my pants. So I guess I'm doing my laundry today. Yay. All right, guys. That was a mess. Oh my God. Vinegar contains acetic acid, which is a weak acid. So when vinegar comes in contact with the eggshells are made of calcium carbonate, which is a base. And so you get an acid-base reaction. The acetic acid reacts with the calcium carbonate, breaking it down and releasing carbon dioxide gas, which appears as bubbles on the eggshell. Now, over time, This chemical reaction dissolves the eggshell away, leaving behind the inner membrane. The membrane remaining after the shell is dissolved is strong enough to bounce the egg, making it a bouncy egg. Interesting side note is that vinegar can be used to make it easier to peel hard-boiled eggs by helping the whites set faster, which can make the eggshell easier to remove. Hey, can you clean this up for me? All right, guys, thanks for sticking with me here through the end. It was a messy experience, but it was a lot of fun, and I'll probably do it again. Try something else. If you want to see something specific, just let me know in the comments, and please give the video a like and subscribe if you want to. Thank you.